welcome back to Beloved Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Happy Saturday, y'all. Please get somewhere and get cozy, get comfortable, pull up a blanket. Y'all know, get in your favorite spot. Have a few snacks on the side and your favorite beverages, you know, maybe some lemonade, water, soda pops, whatever. Y'all, we gotta talk. Y'all know how I be when I be watching something and I feel like y'all there even though y'all ain't really there, and then I gotta jump on here and talk to y'all like we just be talking and stuff. So I don't really know what's gonna be said or how long this gonna be, so that's why I told y'all to get somewhere, get comfortable. But anyways, how y'all doing? I'm gonna talk about me, not even ask y'all what's going on with y'all. Yeah, how's y'all weekend going so far? I know the weekend kind of just started in a sense. Well, maybe not, because some of y'all things be starting on a Friday. So I guess Saturday y'all probably more settled in with what y'all got going on. I don't know, but how y'all enjoying everything? How you enjoying the weather? Are you getting out doing something fun, relaxing, taking good care of yourself, spending time with Jesus, all of those good, wonderful things? Let me know in the comment section below, because y'all know I enjoy hearing from y'all, and I always get back with y'all. I really do. I do, right? But anyways, I am doing amazing. Just finished watching this film, and I was like, I gotta talk to y'all about this. Even though I wanted to sit there and keep going watching some other stuff, and I was like, no, let me talk it on. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled The Love Club. Lauren's Dream, streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. When Lauren and Peter are on the brink of divorce, the Love Club steps in to help them rediscover a love that was never really lost. Now, y'all, I had so much fun with this film. It's so many different things that I just enjoyed that had me feeling over the top, over the moon, rooting for these characters, like in a sense, very, very proud. Feeling like I became, I just joined the club today. I'm letting y'all know, okay? I just joined the Love Club, all right? I am part of this friendship, this long-lasting friendship that is like for a lifetime. And yeah, but anyways, here we meet Lauren, right? And Lauren is a mommy. She is like technically married, but of course her husband is going through some things right now. And one of the things that I appreciate about this film that it's not, y'all know certain stories where things can get really ruthless, things can get pretty downright nasty between people who have one day, at one time, declared their love for one another. How do you go from that to something where you just can't stand a person, you hate the person, you ready to take the person out of this life and all kind of stuff like that? I do not like stories like that. I don't like all of the trauma and drama, and especially that usually goes with people of color. When certain films are made with us involved, I don't know why they feel the need to have all this ratchetness, this drama, this trauma, all these different things going on when it comes to relationships. I am so turned off by those types of things that I don't even bother to watch them. So I literally go out of my way to find stories with us in there that are depicted like any other particular group of people, where it doesn't have to be all of that. Yes, there can be some disagreements here and there, some misunderstandings, and y'all know I do a lot of stories on this channel where if there is some romance involved, that is usually a big misunderstanding. It's nothing where it's like things that would cause a person trauma for the rest of their lives, you know, like some unfaithfulness that done went down, some downright betrayal and all kind of things. Like I stay away from them type of things. I don't even bring them to the channel here, okay? So I am so excited that Hallmark gave us a film like this that depicted us in a way that it depicts any other group of people where love is for us and that we are worthy of love and we're worthy to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's going on here with Lauren. Like, we have a lot of different things, some misunderstandings that has happened, a lack of communication communication could have been better here, and we could have avoided a lot of different hurtful things. At least things, a lot of times, half of the battle is in your mind. And that's what we got going on between Lauren and Peter here, who have been together since they were like kids. You know, in your college, when you're in college, you're just a kid. And so that's why I say they've been together since they were kids. I can't imagine, and it shows too. Like in this film, it shows, I picture in my mind that people who've been together since they were children practically, that there's a certain thing about them, a certain way in their gestures about, you know, how they kind of relate to one another. You can just see something, like when you look in their eyes, you can almost see like their history in their eyes, the way that they relate to one another. And it's a love that you just, it's nothing that can like surpass that. Of course, we know God, all right? I mean, outside of that, outside of him, that is like the best kind of love, best kind of friendship that we can see here. And we do see that with Lauren and Peter. And so it makes sense, you know, like I love the interactions that I know I'm all over the place because I'm so excited about this, y'all. So y'all got to forgive me. Grant me some grace, okay? But I'm just all over the place here because I love this couple. Like I love them together, and I love them individually and uniquely apart in a sense, you know, just being who they are. I love them because they're so wonderful. Like they're great parents here. They made such a wonderful living for each other and for their family, their little girl stuff. And Lauren is so blessed. Okay, I feel like so many women need this. Like we all women, okay, we all need a love club. Like seriously, y'all need to start one. If you ain't a part of one, start one. Or you feel like, oh, that ain't what I do, beloved girl, I don't really know about all of that, or try to find one, girl, you need one, okay? We need, because as women, we all go through certain things that are very similar. They may not be exactly alike because not everybody's married, not everybody's in a relationship, or whatever, not everybody has children, but whatever the case is, we're all women, we all go through certain things that are like with your bodies, you know, your the imagery. I mean, the certain things that we're kind of up against as women, you know, and how we can feel certain things. You can feel that loneliness. You can feel like you would like a friend, a really good friend that really does have your back in your life. All kind of different things that we just, and we need to have each other's back. We really do, because when life happens, because it does happens to everyone, regardless of what you feel like you're seeing online and social media and all of that, it happens to all of us, like all kind of things. Everybody may not talk about it, everybody may not tell you about it, but it happens. We all go through moments where we feel some kind of way, where you meet disappointments, failures, all kind of different things, like we see in this film with Lauren, who had a dream, and one of her dreams was she loves art. She has a passion. Let me go back to my page, y'all. Yeah, she has a passion for art, right? And so that's one of the things that she's really into. However, her husband, he's not into art like that. And that's okay. It's okay. You married to someone and you have a passion for this, and they have a passion for that. But the key is to support each other. And both people should feel like they're being supported. And when we hear Lauren talk, especially when she opens up to her friends and she goes through her different moments here in this film, that her issue here that kind of like caused this whole rift between them is her feeling like she gave up her dream to support him, and in turn she felt like it became all about him. It was like, where is she? Where is her dream? Where does things fall in line for her? So she felt a little bit neglected, abandoned in a sense, and it hurt even twice as much as it would hurt the average individual, because not only are they married, but you can tell they are best friends. They get each other. They are partners in life. Like even with Peter's work and different things that he has going on, it's clear that he would bounce stuff off of Lauren, his wife, and they would kind of find that, you know, that line and come up with these amazing ideas together, like any marriage should be, like any partnership, real partnership should be. Like you have each other's back, you are the best of friends and all of that. So you see that here, like they have that here, even when they're going through this so-called separation, and you know the divorce papers have been served and both of them are kind of hesitant of signing signing the papers for, you know, you can understand why they are, because you can still see that they clearly love each other. Not only do they love each other, but they are in love with each other. Like this life that we've been blessed with, this miracle that we call life that we're living, you can tell that these two here, they were meant to journey together. And not many people find that. Not many people are blessed enough to have this thing here. And so that's one of the reasons why I am rooting for Lauren and Peter throughout the film. Because I'm like, this is a gift, a treasure that is so rare that you can walk outside your door and just talk to the average person, just anybody walking by. And most likely you will find that that person, male or female, has not encountered something this beautiful, like really found their person that gets them, that there's just like, yes, you're whole, and when you come together it makes you even more whole. You're not like a half a person that you meet your other half in a sense. No, you are whole, and because you have the love of Christ, and we're whole in him, and we're everything in him. But yes, when you have that gift, when you do come across someone that just gets you, that clicks and it connects, it is like, it's nothing in the world should make you give that up, especially not give it up that easy. This should be a fight worth fighting for. And this is what I felt like in this film. And I was kind of like, of course I'm rooting for them, but I'm also pushing these characters like, no, you fight for this. There are certain things in life that you feel like, okay, I was throwing a towel, ain't really worth it, I take that L. You can have this over here. It really ain't that serious, okay? My peace come first, God come first, whatever. You know, you have those kind of talks with yourself when it comes to certain things. However, when it comes to something this special, when you have a spouse like the spouses that are in this film, absolutely not. We're fighting for this. We're gonna have, it's time to have a conversation, and it's time to be real. We're laying this out, okay? Because this ain't going down like this. We work too hard. God has blessed us to find each other at a very young age, so we're doing life together. Not many people have that. And I love that her friends here, her three homegirls, these are the kind of homegirls that we all need. That's why I said y'all need to join the love club, like for real, because these are the kind of friends, they're not bashing Peter. When Lauren opens up to them and talk about, you know, different things, how she's made to feel, whatever the case may be, okay, her friends are not bashing her husband. They are not saying all kind of things that we can imagine that certain people would say. No, they're like coming up with plans. How can they get them to remember what it was like when they first fell for each other? They're coming up with all kind of little shenanigans, y'all. And then when they get their Lauren and Peter's daughter involved, it's on a whole nother level, because you know they both love their kid. It is nothing not either one of them wouldn't do for their child, regardless of what they're going through, how they may be feeling right now, all these kind of things. Whatever their daughter Steph wants, they are like, no, we're here for this, and we're coming together. And I love them as parents. They were doing an amazing job during this whole separation thing as far as being co-parents here. It's not a moment that their child felt like she was in, like, being pulled between two people that she loves, and, you know, more than anything in the world. No, her parents were amazing. They did not show different things in front of their kid. They did not bash each other, you know, along with their kid, making a child kind of take their side or something like that. It was none of that going on. You wouldn't even think that there was nothing going on between hubby and wife here. Like, they were amazing, and I love that for them. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm part of the love club too. Let's go with the plan. What we doing, y'all? Let's run this back, okay? We need these two together. We this is how it going down. We're doing this, okay? I was all up in there, y'all. I just was like, this was amazing. This was so beautiful. And when I got to the end of the film, right, I was like, okay, this is the love club. Okay, it's four of them technically in this, so it got to be some more. I just feel like, yes, I got a sweet, satisfying ending here, but I still feel like I said, I'm a part of the club. So what's the next mission here? And then I go on my Hallmark vault, right, and I see it's 3 other films. So I'm saying, okay, okay. So I ain't even go in order. I didn't even know it was the order to go in. So I'm letting y'all know now. There is an order, okay? So yes, this is part 3 to this 4-part series. So I would encourage you to go in order, although I feel like even if you happen to do like me by accident, went out of order, it's not like you're going to be lost. You're not going to know what's going on and all those types of things. They do an amazing job of letting us know how deep this is. This is a deep rooted friendship, okay? This is a real club. We even learn how it got started even in this film. So I'm assuming the other films probably kind of do that a little bit, where we can kind of see where the origin was, where they originated from. So I appreciate that. And like I said, I just love this so much because these are women. These are grown women here. They're not like in college. They're not in their 20s. I'm assuming, if I could just right off the bat, I'm just thinking they're probably in their 30s. So they're well in life, especially by the time we're here on part 3 with Lauren's story. So I love that because we need that. I mean, yes, y'all can see clearly when you're in high school, when you're in college, how important friendship is, you know, finding some people, especially if they're believers, and connecting with them on that level and all of that. It's so wonderful to have like people to do life with. But even more so, like, that doesn't go away the older you get. I feel like the older you get, the more you even need it, because life is really starting to hit you in all kind of ways the older you get. Like, seriously, like, you see this is a journey, and sometimes the journey started with some people that you see some people are not no longer there anymore, and you're dealing with all kind of different things that just comes with living. And so it's wonderful to have a club to be a part of, like this club here, and to see that you're all on this journey together. And when hardship happens, when challenges happen, you don't shy away from them, but you have, like, you know, people you can lean on, who you can go to in prayer, who can encourage you and remind you what it truly is about. Because sometimes we as adults, we do forget how important certain things are and how blessed we are. Like, Lauren was kind of focused so much on the dream, her dream, and feeling like, you know, Peter kind of left her in a sense and forgot all about her, to get, you know, deeply into the story and to find out, like, wow, what was her dream really? What was truly her dream? And of course, I'm not going to reveal that here to y'all, because I want y'all to enjoy the journey like I did and become a part of the club, okay, so we could be in this thing together. But once again, this film is titled The Love Club, streaming right now on Hallmark Plus, and I'm telling y'all, the girls, y'all need to watch it, okay? Y'all gonna have a blast. So much fun. Get you some popcorn, some pizza. Have a good time, especially if you have already like a friends group. This would be so much fun, like watching this with your girls and stuff. I'm just saying now. But before I leave y'all for today, let's go ahead and get into the scripture. And we're coming out of Psalms 62 verse 1, and it reads, "Truly my soul silently waits for God. From him comes my salvation." That's all I have for y'all for this video. Y'all always, please let me know your thoughts, your prayers, your overall takes in the comment section below. Any suggestions, recommendations, anything y'all want to start? Y'all want to start a little club? Let me know, right? So till next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.